Oh. Just sending the push notifications. Send and save. Yeah, perfectionist. Yeah, ready when you are, mate. Yeah, I don't know. Welcome to Quiz Kiwomya. It's a special today. We're launching this show especially for the Android guys who couldn't take part in previous weeks because we were only on iOS. This time round, we are available to everyone. So if you want to take part, if you want to give yourselves the best chance at winning one of these computer games, well, not one of these computer games, we'll actually give you anything you want. You need to download the FanTV Live app. You can do it on either iOS or on Android now. Personally, I prefer the Android. I think it's really cool. It's pretty swish. And yeah, you can take part and give yourself a really, really good chance to win. If you've watched Quiz Kiwomya before, you'll know that for the first little while, I'll just talk rubbish and fill time as best I can. That's to give the people who are watching on Facebook and YouTube the best chance possible to download the app and log in so that they can compete and take part alongside the rest of you. Because, as I'll say again and again and again, the only place in which you can win one of these prizes is if you're talking to me in the app, if you're putting in your guesses. It's the only place I'm going to listen. It's the only place we're going to pay any attention to any of your guesses. So, Quiz Kiwomya. Ipswich Town legend was fortunate enough to be called Chris Kiwomya, which sounds a little bit like quiz, and thus here we have our name. I've said it in the past, we're not that smart at FanTV, so we kind of just run with the first thing we come up with. But as I say, you've got to do this on the FanTV Live app. Previously on this slide, oh, not that one, Bjorn, too early. That's probably my mistake. Previously, when I've put this slide up, I've had a little tagline apologising to Android users because the Android app hadn't been available. It wasn't ready to go. It wasn't ready to be used. Now it is. Now it's available. Now you can pick it up and play along just like everyone else. Check the chat just quickly. Kirsten, you're back. I am back. I'm here. It's the same me. It's actually my birthday today. Came into the office this morning. My colleagues, they just forgot completely. No idea. I had to remind them. I had to tell them that it was my birthday. And there was some shame. They were apologetic. It's fine. Facebook notifications just don't seem to be as good as they once were. Like, it was always so reliable. And now, when those important ones come up, when you work with someone day in, day out, you really need it on that day. And you just don't get the same chance. You don't get the same opportunity. Football last night, that's something I can talk about for a couple of minutes. What are we? It's just after 2 o'clock now. My phone's probably slow though. Ant-Man, congrats. Thanks, Ant-Man. Ant-Man is one of my colleagues. It's just after 2, so I'm going to give it another couple of minutes. Before I'll talk about the football last night. Real Madrid, PSG, I could see it coming a mile off. And there's one thing I'd say about that. If I had all the money in the world, like, I think it's a Qatari guy who owns PSG. It just wouldn't be a French club I'd purchased. Yeah, it's Paris. Yeah, it's trendy. Yeah, it's fashionable. But they've dominated French competition for so long now. It's just getting boring. I mean, Jesus. I'm a Leeds fan, so I'm not used to winning all too much. But I wouldn't want to be a club that wins all the time. Because, I mean, there's just no There's just only a limited amount of pleasure in that. You're only gonna get so excited when you do win the French league. However, the one thing they haven't won is the Champions League, and they can't take it any further. And that, for my part, I think that's because they're not competing week in, week out like the other European clubs are. They've got the players, they've got some amazing players, but it's like training game after training game for PSG, week in, week out. And then when the Champions League turns up, they're just not ready. They're not ready to go. Anyway, that's my little thing. Bjorn B, happy birthday. Robert, happy birthday. Thank you, gents. Appreciate it. Don't look a day older, do I? My other half, Steph, bought me a trip to Iceland this morning. Gave me a trip. Very excited about that. It's been on my hit list for a long time. Anyway, enough talk, enough chat. First question is a different one this time round. I'm going to put up a series of years and countries next to those years. There's going to be some blanks. Some blanks are worth more than others. And if you're the first to fill that blank, you will win the relevant amount of points. Sounds a bit complicated, but it should make a little bit more sense once I kick things off. So FanTV Live, now available on both iOS and Android. As I've said a million times, it's the only place in which you can take part and give yourself a chance to win. So here goes. The first question, which isn't actually a question at all. It's a series of years with countries associated with those years. If you can put the country next to 2006, you'll win 1 point. If you can put the country next to 94, 2 points. 86, 3 points. Or 1978, 5 points. Red Devil, only La Liga fans fancy Champions League. Shit league. Oh, Red Devil. Man United fans always have an opinion, don't they? So yeah, you're not going to get a question here. I might start leaking it, but I'm pretty sure, being football fans, you'll work it out pretty quickly. The Red Devil goes for Germany. So the Red Devil takes 1 point for registering Germany correctly. If anyone else says Germany now, there's no points to be won. That 1 point has been won by the Red Devil. So the Red Devil clearly knows what the question is. He's worked it out. And remember, someone today, previously we tallied up all the points throughout the week. This time round, come the end of the show, we're going to give away a computer game of your choice. You don't have to wait long. Today is the day. It's a special. We're throwing a prize someone's way, regardless of what happens. Zaga goes 2006 Germany, USA 94, Mexico 86. Joker 78 Argentina. Does that wrap it up? I think the question is pretty obvious. These are World Cup years. It shouldn't have taken you too long to work that out. And with host countries next to each of those years. So the Red Devil, Germany. Red Devil took 1 point. Joker, 1978, Argentina. 5 points. Znayet, and again, you're just killing me with the pronunciation. Went for Germany, although it had already been taken in 2006. 94 USA and 86 Mexico. Those two together win you 5 points. So for our team in the gallery, he's putting all this together and calculating away. By my reckoning, that's 1 point for the Red Devil. That's 5 points for Joker. And that's 5 points for Znaget. Because he doesn't get a 1 point for that German suggestion. I'm looking through the window here to the side of my studio and just kind of measure how much confusion's there. No, it doesn't seem to be any confusion. Seems like we've got it. Seems like we've worked it out. An interesting stat I saw this morning. I might be giving away a really good quiz question soon enough. But since 1982, one club in the world has had a player feature in a World Cup final. So the club I'm thinking of has had a player play in 82, 86, 90, 94, 98, 2002, 2006, 2010, 2014. They've played in every one of those World Cup finals. I'm not going to give you the answer. I'm probably going to save that for another day, but it's a really good one. Anyway, next question. Moving on. Similar sort of mechanism. Fill in the blanks. Oh, sorry, no, they're the answers. We worked those out. So Germany, 1 point. USA, 94, 2 points. Mexico, 86, 3 points. Argentina, 5 points. Next question. Again, a series of years. Real Madrid 2017, Real Madrid 2016, Barcelona 2015, a blank in 2014 and 2013, 2012 Chelsea, 2011 Barcelona, 2010 blank, 2009 Barcelona, and 2008 blank. Can you fill those blanks and win the relevant number of points? It shouldn't take you too long to work this out. Domination from the Spanish League over the course of the last decade, which again, shouldn't be too much of a surprise. The Red Devil, 10. Inter, correct. 08, United, correct. That's 8 points for the Red Devil. Anyone else going to come in for 2013 and 2014? Of course the Red Devil was going to get 2008. Just too easy, too straightforward. 2013, Bayern. 2014, Real Madrid. Some more guesses coming in, and thanks for joining us, guys. Unfortunately, it looks like the Red Devil might have beaten you to it and taken a clean sweep of the board here. Unreal. United are the team for me. Just rubs it in, doesn't he? Bazigol, 2013, Bayern. The problem with that guess is the Red Devil had already gone with 2013, just a few moments earlier. HBO Skarsen, 2010 Inter, 2008 Man United, Real Madrid 14, Bayern 13. Might be correct again, but the Red Devil beat you all to it. It's about being quick. Not just the right answers, but about being quick. Same for CM Fox. Let's move it on. The Red Devil was correct on every count. And by my reckoning, that's 11 points to be tallied to his previous score. Put him in a really, really good position, but not a totally defendable position. The last question, the big question, is worth a lot more. So it gives him a head start. But there is still an opportunity for anyone else to come back, especially if you guess early on the last clue. For those who have watched in the past, you'll be familiar, and take home maximum points. And if you do take home maximum points, you're very likely to put yourself in the best chance of taking home one of these games. Remember, I know I'm boring, I know it gets old, but we do have a lot of people who are always watching on Facebook and YouTube and putting their guesses in there. If you want to guess, if you want to give yourself a chance of winning, you've got to do it on the FanTV Live app. Search for FanTV Live on both the Google Play Store, the iOS Store, download it, enter your guesses into the chat, and that's the way to do it. CM Fox says the Red Devil uses Google. He was pretty quick. If he does use Google, he uses Google quicker than you guys. That's all I'm saying. So, the big question. You've got to guess this personality. Here's a personality. We've done teams in the past, but this is a player who I'm looking for. You'll get 5 clues, but you only get 1 guess per show. And each guess, that one guess you give us, must be written as my final answer is. If you give me the correct answer and you haven't, but my final answer is before it, then we're not going to pay attention. We're going to ignore it. All guesses, I'll set one last time. All guesses must happen in the FanTV Live app. We're not going to pay attention to anything that happens anywhere else. And then a new thing that we added quite recently, the first person to guess correctly will get a bonus 3 points. Now, if you guess it correctly on the first clue, you'll take home 10 points. You see down here. If you're the first to guess on 10 points on that first clue, you'll take home 13 points because it's 10 points plus the 3 bonus points. And it's the first 3 correct answers that will be allocated points, depending upon which stage of the show those correct answers come in. So remember, my final answer is, if you think you have it, my final answer is. Going to get you again. It was too fast. I think the Red Devil was too fast. There's no way that he could have got off and got back on and got his answer in that quickly. Perhaps everyone else was doing that. Anyway, first clue. Oh, sorry. I always get that ball badly timed. For 10 points, I'm looking for someone who once played for Bayern Munich and his country on the same day. Once played for Bayern Munich and his country on the same day. Pretty unbelievable. As far as I'm aware, there's only one person that's done this. And this is just about having football knowledge. This is just about having football ammo that you have stored away, that you bring out for the lads down the pub. But on this occasion, you're putting it out to win yourself a computer game of your choice. Remember, if you think you do know, my final answer is so important before you guess. It's crucial. Without my final answer, without guessing in the app, we're not going to pay attention. Next guess. Next clue, rather. Has managed 5 Premier League clubs. Some guesses coming in. Has managed 5 Premier League clubs. Put that together with the first clue. Once played for Bayern Munich and his country on the same day. Has managed 5 Premier League clubs. Google has solved it for everyone. Hey, I can't be... Listen, there's got to be some honesty there. Won the English League Cup with Man United, Chelsea and Blackburn. It's getting pretty easy. I mean, I can see the guesses. It's not... oh, Pep Fraudiola. My guess is from 10p. See the guesses coming in. CM Fox says he knew this one because he's Welsh. Good work, CM Fox. I love that. Tell us where you're from. Are you back in the UK? Are you living abroad? Where are you? Machiavelli. My final answer is Arsene Wenger blood. Very Arsenal TV, Machiavelli. I like that. Put those 3 clues together. Once played for Bayern Munich and his country on the same day. CM Fox said he knew the answer because he's Welsh. There might be an extra clue in there. Has managed 5 Premier League clubs. And has won the League Cup with Man United, Chelsea and Blackburn. And producer Bjorn, on this occasion, I'm ready for the ball. Let's go for the next one. Nailed it, maybe. His nickname is Sparky. I don't know why he's called Sparky. Has he got something to do with his hair? Sticking up electricity? I don't know. If anyone can tell me that, that'd be good. Come on, guys. Can't we all play along nicely? The Red Devil. CM Fox is down in Gothenburg. Anyone know why it's called Sparky? I haven't got a clue. Once played for Bayern Munich and his country on the same day, has managed 5 Premier League clubs, won the League Cup with Man United, Chelsea and Blackburn, and his nickname is Sparky. Last clue. Anyone should be able to get this. This is one from my mum. He was sacked... Oh, sorry, Bjorn. That ball. He was sacked as manager of Stoke this year. Amazingly, and I'm not sure, so don't tell your mates this. This isn't fact-checked. But amazingly, I think he's been a Premier League manager every year since... Oh, I don't know now. But a long time. Something like 15 years. He's got plenty of experience. CM Fox, he used to be an electrician. I wasn't far away. Very cool. So there was another clue on this screen all along. And it's around the edge here of the monitor. Unfortunately, my huge biceps or maybe belly is blocking it. Is this guy down here in the corner. The correct answer is... Oh, God, that ball. Mark Hughes. Famously of Manchester United, but also having famously featured for Barca, but less famously so, for Bayern Munich. On which occasion he played for Wales and Munich on the same day. Pretty unreal. Managed 5 Premier League clubs. Top of my head, Stoke the most recent, Blackburn, Fulham, Man City for a little while. And there's another one as well, which I can't think of. Fulham? Did I say Fulham? Fulham, Blackburn, Man City, Stoke. I don't remember. Won the League Cup with Man United, Chelsea and Blackburn. 3 different clubs. I don't know how many people have done that. His nickname is Sparky. And he was sacked as manager of Stoke this year. Your correct answer is Mark Hughes. Now, the boffins in the gallery are tallying the points. But for my money, I think CM Fox, being Welsh, a bit coincidentally, but it's handy being Welsh, just on the odd occasion. It's not too common, it's good to be Welsh. Guess Mark Hughes. I think he did that on 10 points and thus got 3 bonus points all in one swing. Bazakigol. Did he manage Blackburn? Said CM Fox. I thought he managed Blackburn. Shocker says, interests the club with every player in every World Cup since 1982. My beautiful assistant, bringing in some results. No, he's not. Inter is not the club with a player in every World Cup since 1982. It's another club. If you think about the teams in particular who have really been successful over the course of the last 25 years in World Cups, that'll give you a hint. That'll help. Red Devil says Arsenal. No, I mean, this wasn't even a quiz question. There's no points to this one, but it's captured everyone's imagination. So let's run with it. Which country... Obviously Leeds, get out of town. Which country has been really successful over the course of the last 25 years? There's been a few. Brazil's one, obviously. Italy's always there or thereabouts. Germany, there's your clue. West Bromwich Albion for clubs plays every World Cup final. It's actually relative to this guy as well. This guy's played for one of those clubs. Bayern Munich, says Jocker. It's correct. Unfortunately, it's not for points. Sorry. It's kind of like it's a tease. That was unfair. But anyway, so as I understood it, and all these results that we're about to give you now will be verified. So these are unverified results. And we'll work on these because we want to make sure that whoever wins the prize gets exactly what they deserve. But CM Fox came in with my final answer is Mark Hughes almost straight away on the first clue, winning himself 10 points. It was also the first correct answer, which wins himself 3 bonus points. Straight after that, we had Bazigol came in. I don't know about Googling, but there might have been a bit of copying going on. Zaget, again, I think was 10 points, but I'm unsure. I don't know. So, the results, which, as I say, are to be verified, give us Barzagol with 10 points and in 4th position. Given he did guess correctly, he did guess Mark Hughes on 10 points on the first clue and win himself 10 points. He wasn't the first to do so, so he doesn't get the 3 bonus points. The Red Devil wins 12. He did really well in those first 2 questions, but really struggled with Mark Hughes. And as a Man United fan, that's pretty embarrassing. That's lower down though. Yeah, that's fine, don't worry. CM Fox, the Welshman. We think you won 13 points. You were the first guess correctly. And you guessed on the first clue, which has never happened before. That deserves huge kudos. And that won you 13 points. But there was one player, there was one user who guessed on the first clue, again correctly, but had also done well on the subsequent questions, and thus finishes on top with 15 points. And that is, of course, the name that I can't pronounce, Zagaget. And as such, Zagaget, you are going to be able to choose a computer game of your choice. Doesn't matter which platform, PS2, Xbox, PS2, God, I'm living in the past, PS4, Xbox, PC game, whatever it is, we'll send that to you. We have your email address because you gave us those details upon sign up. And yeah, we'll be in touch. Congratulations, good job. Just checking out now. CM Fox, his internet connection went for the last question. Very good. Red Devil, you've been slaughtered here. I love that. Who is Marquise? Come on, lovely. There was a spelling error. Come on, we're all friendly here. We'll play along nicely. Thank you for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Some really good work, some really good guesses. Just say, Fox says, good job. I didn't win because I don't have a computer. I'd prefer beer. Beer's another one. I mean, a lot of us would, but we don't know how old a lot of the players are. God, loads of chat. Loving it, boys. Thank you, says the Red Devil. There's some good spirit in there, really. It's good to see. But congratulations again. One last time. I'm going to stop reading this chat. You guys can chat amongst yourselves afterwards if you like to. We're going to come back with another show sooner or later. Perhaps we'll make it daily again. If you have any recommendations as to how we might run this, feel free to drop them into the chat at the bottom there. We'll be really, really grateful. We'll act upon those. We'll work with you to make this as fun as possible. Remember to tell your friends. I know there's a good chance that it means they might win you prizes, but more people make it a lot more fun. Congratulations to Zegagets. We'll be back soon. Thank you for watching. And yeah, until next time, Kiwomya.